Hello everyone. In this video, let us try to understand what is business canvas model at basic level. This video and the activity that I am going to perform will be very much helpful to the startup companies which are about to start their business. Before starting the business, it is always important to know what business they are doing, who are their customers, and how to identify our key partners, what value we are going to generate. Like this, there will be several whys and whats that has to be addressed. So let us jump into the topic and try to understand how to create a business canvas model. The business canvas model consists of these nine important elements. So by completing the framework, you will understand what are the products and services that you are offering by which you are going to generate revenue streams. To develop that product or services, what are the key resources you are required and what key activities you are supposed to perform and what kind of cost it involves. So if you can cross check here, first thing you will be identifying what are your products and services by which you are going to get revenues. This area you are supposed to complete. So usually where we get revenues, so by selling some products or by providing some sort of services. So each service or each product can be again consists of several important diversified products or diversified services. Each service will be important for the organization to generate revenue. So make sure you fill this activity first. So to like what are the products and services that are mentioned in the revenue stream? To create those products or to provide those services, we definitely need certain resources. Okay, without resources, you cannot provide you cannot create a product or you cannot create a service. You cannot offer a product and you cannot offer a service. So it is very important to find out what key resources are required and what are the key activities that are performed to generate revenue streams. So these revenue streams will be creating value for the customers. Okay. So you are supposed to identify what value is created by these products and services to the customers. So these will be creating some sort of value to the customer. Say for example, if you have purchased a bulb, the bulb will be uh, providing light in the darkness and it helps customer to see even there is a darkness inside the home. So when we have darkness, by switching on the light, you can see everything. Seeing here, the comfort zone that is created for the customer is the value created. Okay, when you purchase a clothes will provide you prestige, will provide you, protect you from sunlight and other some sort of environmental things. Okay, so value proposition depends on what kind of product you are offering and what kind of service you are offering. That the main purpose of customer purchase the product or service from you is to propagate certain value for them. Okay, so here what we do, we are offering certain products and services, and these products and services offer certain value to the customer. Again, to create these products and services, we need certain activities to be performed, and to perform those activities, we definitely need certain resources. Okay, so these key activities and key resources, these two elements influence costs. So whatever the resources, say for example, to construct a building, we need cement resource, we need labor resource. So labor resource involves costs and cement material resource involves costs. So what are the key resources that are required? And associated costs will be given in the cost structure. So cost will be calculated based on the key activities and key resources. Now, these activities will be performed by the certain employees and we need, as we need employee resources, we will be depending on maybe recruitment teams, recruitment organizations, we will be depending on them. Those recruitment people will be, the recruitment firms will become partners to us. Again, to have these resources, it is very important that we are being partnered with several important organizations that are supplying those materials. Say, for example, if you need computer systems to perform that activity, you are supposed to be partner with computers vendors. So information, internet related act. If you need some sort of internet to be installed at your organization, you will be depending on internet vendor like that. So if you are manufacturing a product, raw material suppliers will be another partner. Raw material procurement teams will be another partner. Okay. So these are the partners who are helping us to perform our key activities and resources that will be creating value for the customer. Now, you understood from where your company is going to get revenues, and to get that revenue, what are those products and services? What kind of values those products and services offer to the customer, and how these products and services are created. And based on that, we calculate cost associated with creating those products and services. And to perform those key activities and procure those key resources, will be partnering with key partners. This is another important element. Now, based on these activities, let us come to the second part. There will be different type of customer segments. So while we plan, before we start business, while planning the products and services, we will try to understand whom you are serving. What is your customer segment? Each customer segment will be having different requirement. Okay, like the way the value is propagated here, these values are to be proportional to these customer segments. Then only the target customer segments can use your products and services. If the value is not relevant to the customer, it is highly impossible for the customer to purchase your product, because the value that is created will not match with them. Okay. So to understand what customer is required and what organization is providing, whether these to match up these two things, it is very important that we have, being an organization, we should have good customer relationship with our customers. We should understand the customers. We should ask a customer for feedbacks and improvements and what kind of expectations they have. All those things can be achieved by maintaining proper customer relationships. So here we list out what are the customer relationship activities you will be performing, by which you can communicate with your customer properly and timely, and to get some sort of information. Again, to propagate this value to the customer, how you can do that? Say, for example, you are a person is purchasing product online, that has to be sent to the customer properly, right? So you are supposed to find out the channels. So the value propagation channels has to be finded out, and to interact with customer also. So what kind of channels we use, these things has to be identified. Without understanding these elements, it is very difficult for any business to start. It is not recommended to start the business before understanding these areas, because so maybe you're having an excellent idea, and if you want to promote your market your product in the market, so it is very important that you understand to what quantity of products and services you are offering, who is your customer, whether the value you are going to propagate is matching with the target customer or not, what is the means by which, what is the channel you will be using to propagate those value to the customer. It means propagating value means sending your product to the customer, how you are going to send the product, and to make that product, whether the key resources are available within the selected area or not, from where you are supposed to procure the product, this has to be planned. And what is the cost that will be incurring to us, and what kind of revenues we will be getting from the local market by doing certain activities, these two has to be compared. Only when the project is feasible, then only we should start our business. So this is all about business Canva framework. It's an excellent tool to understand your business. Try this tool and work on your project and fix it, and try to understand it properly. Then only you should start your business. All the best. Thank you.